If you were trapped overnight inside one of the busiest airports in America and every exit suddenly locked, who would you trust? Because in 2019, during a severe blizzard in Denver, Colorado, hundreds of travelers were stranded inside Denver International Airport. Most of them complained about delays. One woman called 911 and said, "There's a man following people, and he hasn't blinked once." Denver International Airport already has a reputation. Conspiracy theories, underground tunnels, construction mysteries. But this wasn't internet lore. This was police-documented behavior during a real winter shutdown. Flights grounded, security stretched thin, snow burying runways, and somewhere between Terminal B and a closed food court, passengers began reporting the same man, mid-40s, average height, dark jacket, standing still, smiling, too long. Here's what made it disturbing. He wasn't asking for money. He wasn't talking. He was just watching, smiling at people who made eye contact. And if they looked away, he moved closer. One college student later told police, "I thought he was just weird until I noticed he was standing behind a little kid and smiling at the mom like he knew her." The mom didn't know him, but she said something even stranger. He whispered my name. Her name was not visible on her ticket. She wasn't wearing anything identifiable, and she had never been to Denver before. Airport security approached him around 11:40 p.m. They asked if he needed assistance. He simply said, "I'm waiting." Waiting for who? He didn't answer. He just kept smiling. Security escorted him toward the exit, but because of the blizzard, doors had been temporarily sealed to prevent snowdrift from flooding the terminals, so they walked him back inside to a holding area. That's when the cameras lost him, and this is where it stops feeling normal. At 12:07 a.m., 3 different passengers reported seeing the same man in 3 different terminals at the same time. Airport surveillance later reviewed the footage. They confirmed something chilling. There were indeed 3 sightings logged. Same clothing, same posture, same smile, but cameras only showed him walking in one direction. They never captured him entering or exiting the other locations. A baggage handler named Luis later told reporters something he swore he couldn't explain. He was alone near gate C28. He felt someone standing behind him. He turned around. The smiling man was inches from his face, not blinking. Luis said he froze. He couldn't move, couldn't speak. Then the man whispered, "Do you know what's beneath you?" Luis stepped back. When he looked up again, the man was gone. No footsteps, no sound, just gone. By 1:15 a.m., airport police decided to detain him. Announcements were made, descriptions were broadcast internally, but something strange happened. Every time officers approached someone matching the description, it wasn't him, just another passenger, tired, confused, normal. Yet reports kept coming in. "He's near the escalator. He's outside the restroom. He's staring at me." Each time security arrived, nothing. Then came the moment that still circulates in private security forums. At 2:32 a.m., a janitor cleaning near a closed construction corridor radioed in, "I found him." Officers asked for clarification. The janitor said, "He's standing at the end of the tunnel, just smiling at me." The tunnel he referred to was one of the unfinished underground service corridors beneath the airport. Restricted access, poor lighting, no public entry. Officers rushed down, but when they reached the janitor, he was alone, shaking. The corridor was empty except for one detail, wet footprints in the dust, leading toward a sealed concrete wall and stopping, as if someone had walked directly into it. The janitor quit 2 days later. He refused interviews, but in a short written statement he said, "I don't think he was trying to hurt anyone. I think he was checking who could see him." By morning, the storm cleared. Flights resumed, passengers left, and the smiling man never identified. No arrest record, no clear footage of his face, just dozens of consistent reports. But here's the hook that unsettles even seasoned officers. Airport logs show that at 3:17 a.m., an emergency exit alarm triggered in a maintenance corridor underground. No door was open, no damage recorded. But for exactly 14 seconds, all underground motion sensors activated simultaneously, as if something moved through every tunnel at once. Years later, a former security contractor shared something quietly online. He said Denver International Airport keeps an internal file labeled Smiling Man Weather Event. He claimed similar sightings were reported during 2 other major storms. Same description, same behavior, appearing only when people were stranded, when stress levels were high, when escape wasn't possible. And here's what really grips you. Every witness described the smile the same way. Not wide, not exaggerated, just slightly too calm, like someone pretending to understand humans, but not quite getting it right. Imagine being exhausted, stranded overnight, fluorescent lights buzzing, and across the terminal, someone is standing still, watching you, smiling, waiting. Before the final security sweep that morning, one officer reviewed footage from 2:31 a.m. near the underground corridor. He paused the frame, zoomed in, and saw something that was never included in the official report. In the reflection of a dark window, behind the janitor, stood the smiling man, even though the janitor was recorded alone, and the timestamp matched the moment he radioed for help. Police ruled the entire incident as mass anxiety during weather-related stress. No suspect, no charges, case closed. But if you ever fly through Denver during a snowstorm and the airport doors lock for the night, pay attention to the people around you. If you see someone standing too still, smiling for too long, and they whisper something only you should know, don't ask what they're waiting for, because the people who did still say they feel watched, even now. And some of them swear when storms roll in, they see that same smile in places it shouldn't be, inside reflections, behind glass, just checking who can see him next.